Mini jar number 2! Oh no, this one has a chip in it! Which is totally fine because this is one of the ones I got 75% off because it had a chip in it. And I thought it could be kind of fun artistically, but also it doesn't really stand out as a chip after the paint got on there. I mean, you can kind of tell if you, really look at it, but if you're looking at it from a distance, it really doesn't look like it's been chipped. So, I wanted to incorporate it into the piece. I don't know if that worked out very well. I mean, you can judge it for yourselves, and let me know down in the comments below. In the Discord, I have a link in my description. Whatever floats your boat. But yeah, I went back and forth a lot on the colors and where to put the colors and this and that. Originally, I was going to do all white and then have the green and red as the two main colors beside that got sprinkled in there, and then have the yellow as the accents. And then I felt really strongly about having it actually red and green. And if I had made these characters, even within recent times, I don't think I would have chose red and green individually for these two. I definitely would have chose different colors. I'm not really sure why I picked red and green, because I made these characters a few years ago. And quite frankly, they never really had names or purposes, just that they were twins. And even though I did try and come up with some ideas, and technically did have ideas for them, nothing ever really came of that. So then they were just kind of like these old characters that I used to sketch that got forgotten about for a while. And now I've brought them back to life. And anyway, long ramble short, the original sketches, drawings, whatever, one was wearing red, the other was wearing green, and it feels weird to change them, like I'm changing some core part of their character. Which, I mean, the outfits can be whatever color you want. So I'm trying really hard to, not dislike the red and green. And I don't dislike the red and green individually, of course, but, I had to do something to make this look less Christmassy, but I feel like I ended up making it look very like a logo for a sports game or a sports team or something, and I kind of hate that. So I went over some of the details. I tried adding details. And there's a time where I actually just shut the camera off completely, because normally I try and at least show, hey, this is what I'm doing, and then I'll finish it up off camera, usually because it's easier to see. This part was hard because my hands would not stop shaking. And I mean, I have shaky hands to begin with, but then trying to, hold it still and to find detail, and they were, extra shaky, and as I bring my brush closer, it was shaking even more, and yeah, that part was a pain even off camera. I think I liked the concept of what I was trying to do, because originally I was going to do that, all the way around. I'm not sure I like the execution, and at some point I realized I missed some really fun opportunity, because one of them has a travel journal, and essentially where they will draw pictures of something that they've been to, or say a flower grew unusual, he would draw that, and it would be a little travel journal of where him and his twin have been or what they've seen. And I could have incorporated that somehow in some of the design, but I didn't think about it until I was almost done. And I did go over those green lines, and yeah, those were awful. And yeah, you can see the original red at the bottom of the bowl, which quite frankly would not have been bad, but I did want to try and keep the color balance between the twins a little better. So then I just added a shiny white piece of felt down there. It looks more Alice in Wonderland-ish to me, than actually representative of my two twins. If you remember them from previous videos, maybe you have a different opinion on this, and maybe you think it's fantastic for them. You see, that line, the dark lines, I should have done a little differently, but whatever. This one, I'm just kind of happy I'm calling done for now. I don't know. I really need help deciding, I guess, but yeah, you can see the chip on the heart really meant nothing either way. But I have another jar from my collection, so I guess that's something. I can't tell if I love it or hate it, and that bothers me so much. But until next time, bye-bye!